everyone, very nice to meet you again. And today we are going to learn Unit 9, Cities of the Future, and we will learn pronunciation, how to pronounce the question tags. So, are you ready? Sure. Let's begin. So, let's listen and pay attention to the intonation of these sentences. First, what a boring film. Second, let's hang out together, shall we? And third, where do you want to live? So, if you pay attention to the intonation, then you can find out the up and down intonation. For example, the first one should be a down sentence. What a boring film, right? And the second one should be up, shall we? And the last one also a down one. And that is the topic for our lesson. That is the intonation. And today we are going going to discover how to pronounce the question tags only. So, what are tag questions? The first thing, a tag question is a very special construction in English. It is a statement followed by a mini question. For example, is that shall we, right? And we use tag questions to ask for confirmation. And they mean something like, is that right? Or do you agree? And they're very common in English. Here are some more examples of tag questions. You're coming, aren't you? They will have a one day. He should try harder, shouldn't he? John wasn't there, was he? So now, look at your book. Listen and decide whether the question tags in these responses have a rising or falling intonation, and mark down for falling and up for rising intonation after the question tags. Bây giờ thì các bạn sẽ nghe và đánh dấu cho những câu này dưới đây nhé. Các bạn sẽ đánh dấu mũi tên lên cho ngữ điệu lên giọng, còn mũi tên xuống cho ngữ điệu mà đi xuống. Alright.
Unit 9. Language. Pronunciation. Activity 1. Listen and decide whether the question tags in B's responses have rising or falling intonation. Mark rising intonation or falling intonation after the question tags. 1.
What a boring lecture!
Yes, it was dull, wasn't it?
2.
Please turn down the volume. It's too loud.
You don't like rock music, do you?
3.
I don't have any plans for tonight.
Let's go to the cinema, shall we?
4.
I believe people will have a better life in the future.
Yes, I agree. Life will be more enjoyable than it is today, won't it?
5.
Where can I put these flowers?
Put them near the window, will you?
Okay, so can you finish all of them? Yeah, let's check. So, on the screen is the key for this exercise. For the first sentence, what a boring lecture. Yes, it was dull, wasn't it? So, it is the falling intonation. Đó là ngữ điệu xuống giọng, đúng không? So, number 2, you don't like rock music, do you? The rising, right? Đó là ngữ điệu đi lên. Next, we have let's go to the cinema, shall we? Cũng vẫn là đi lên, đúng không nào? Tiếp theo nữa, life will be more enjoyable than it is today, won't it? Ngữ điệu xuống. Và cuối cùng chúng ta có put them near the window, will you? That is the rising. Alright, so how many correct sentences can you have? Alright, that's good. Come on. So you can see that there are some sentences we make a rising intonation, but there are some sentences we make falling. So why? The first thing, we use falling intonation on question tags when we already know the answer. The tag is not a real question. For example, on a nice day, then you say, it's a beautiful day today, isn't it? So it's just a command. It's not a question, right? And we use rising intonation when we really want to know something and are not sure of the answer. The tag is a real question. For example, I didn't watch the tennis match last night. Federer didn't lose, did he? So we say did he to ask for the information. So it's a real question. In brief, we can understand it like rising intonation to make real questions. That's right. And for falling intonation, we used to make just the comments, right? So how can we make rising and falling intonation? For example, it was down, wasn't it? So the first thing, you need to stress the helping verbs. There are some helping verbs like can't, wasn't, won't, and you need to pause a little bit before the tag question. For example, you were not at the party last night, were you? You know how to dance, don't you? Right? So the first sentence has a rising intonation and the second one has a falling one. So now let's practice and listen and repeat the exchanges in exercise 1.
Unit 9. Language. Pronunciation. Activity 2. Listen and repeat the exchanges in 1. 1.
What a boring lecture.
Yes, it was dull, wasn't it?
2.
Please turn down the volume. It's too loud.
You don't like rock music, do you?
3.
I don't have any plans for tonight.
Let's go to the cinema, shall we?
4.
I believe people will have a better life in the future.
Yes, I agree. Life will be more enjoyable than it is today, won't it?
5.
Where can I put these flowers?
Put them near the window, will you?
So today we have learned about how to pronounce the question tags. And remember that question tags is a mini question and there are 2 ways to pronounce the question tags, rising or falling. Rising for making a real question and falling to make a command or confirmation. That's it. So that is all for the lesson. Thank you.